Hey! Hey, hey! Don't run off.
What? I don't know you.
Charlie, right?
We don't know each other.
No. But we have a mutual friend. Richard Nolan.
Okay, not here.
Okay.
It's completely insane. I mean, what they created here is darn impressive. But for the long run, this isn't life. How do you bear it?
Well, up until some time ago, where I was made aware that it might not have been real, all things were good. But I don't.
I'm not really here. There's me, and there's Richard.
I can't imagine how it must be, knowing you're just a construct, a shadow.
Good day, Mr. Newman.
Good day, Miss Patrick. Nobody smokes up here? Can't find a dispenser anywhere. I mean, it's not as if you can die of lung cancer anyway. We're so happy. We don't need drugs. Fascists. Reckon machines can develop morals. So naive.
Sir?
The machines don't want to be like us. It's the opposite. They want us to become like them, training us like pets. If we're lucky, they'll feed us. Us. There's no us here. You don't exist. Nothing here exists.
Sir, would you mind speaking a little softer?
Shut your face, you data package.
Oh.
You're not a person. Get it?
This is a hard one. But at the same time, I'm not Richard either. I am a different person. Oh, actually, no, I'm more of a reprogrammed Richard, I guess. In the same way that you could say that, you know, Simon, like Jeff kind of gave Simon that free will as part of his, like, kind of reprogramming, and that now makes him a person, does it? Oh, it's a very grey area here. What is a person? How about I agree? I'm not. Yeah, I'm really on the fence with this one. It's quite tricky. Because it just feels like such a big choice to make. And kind of like a game-defining choice, you know? But yeah, I mean, just like considering all I've seen just now as a result of that stealing of a drone, then yeah, I kind of don't exist. I'm not a person. I mean, I just heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I read the documentation saying that I had been uploaded from Richard Nolan, and there's a 98% complete process or something. And then I heard it from Sykes' mouth to say that there was some problems or something in his reprogramming, so yeah, I agree with you.
Then tell me, how can I become one? A real person. Like you.
Well, maybe there is a way, but I need your help. I'm stuck here. Getting into hell is easy, but getting back out... Well, there must be a download port somewhere. Probably in the dome. But I can't get in there.
Oh, the
They
dome.
catch me in a second. But your Amy works there, right? I just need a couple of coordinates.
Okay, well then I need something from you. I want to know more about your world.
My world? Well, just watch the news. You can hack into the Voices channel. Pick any day out of the last few years. Then you'll know. I'll give you the access codes, and you help me get into the dome. Got it?
Come back at midnight. Then I'll give you what you need.
Wait, what are you planning?
Trust me.
Oh, damn, Adam has a plan.
Newman, don't tell anyone about me. Understand?
Okay. So do I want to go to the dome now? Or do I want to go to my apartment? I don't have any new data, so going to the apartment doesn't really matter. And there's nothing else there. I mean, John's... He's in his session right now. Yeah, I guess I'll... Will this take me to the dome?
Voice news. Better watch that from my hub at the
Oh,
present.
okay. Hub at the present. That's a good idea. Let's go to work. Okay. Oh, Stuart, there he
Here
is.
comes Monsieur Adam with his mouth full of news.
Good one. Ha, good one. Good one, Stu. Apparently he wants to go out for drinks with me again.
Adam, now that you're half functioning again, what do you think? Elysium fields? Liquid sky?
Cam.
Sure. Let's.
Perfect. I'll call you.
Well, nothing better than a real friend.
Hey, was that sarcasm?
No. I'll just go. Bye. Don't read too much into it, Stu. I'm sure we are the best of buds.
You're on sick leave?
I'm not sick, Fred.
Yeah, you are. Sick and stubborn.
Oh, you changed your tune. I forgot where my new desk is. Is it not up here? No? No. No, it's not. Yeah, here we go. Right, let's hack into this.
A news flash from The Voice, your trusted news source for Berlin and There's been yet another bombing attack on Kurtz Robotics. A drone attack by the Eastern Union this is a clear escalation of tension between East and damage to the inner city. The building was destroyed by 5 missiles. In New York, United States authorities have raised the terror threat level to level 5. A news flash from The Voice. Your trusted believe that either an organized criminal network or foreign secret services are behind the possible use of weapons of mass destruction.
What are you watching?
Not now, Stuart.
Is that a thriller?
No. It's home.
Looks more like the past. A past. Pluperfect, so to speak. Where are you headed?
I feel sick. To the dome. Amy. I have to talk to Amy.
Ah, but you don't want to tell her too much. I don't think she'll be on board with a lot of this, honestly.
Adam?
He doesn't feel so good.
I told him so.
To Infinity Plaza, and then to the dome. Man, I mean, he just absorbed all of that essential like chaos. That, I mean, in the real world, the news causes enough anxiety for people as it is, with all the endless war campaigns and, you know, the constant being told of who's right, who's good, who's wrong, who's bad. And he just essentially inhaled a bunch of that within the space of a few seconds.
Can't get to the dome by train.
Through his eyes. And yeah, that would, especially somebody who lives in, well, let's face it, a kind of a utopia here. That would break people. I really would. I can't remember how to get to the dome. Maybe here? To the dome. Here we go. Hover car. Well, let's just see. I'm curious to see how he's going to handle this with Amy.
It's astonishing how much we don't know. What we ignore, what we suppress. We hold on to what we are, that we stop believing in what we could be. But there is only one question in this world that you should be asking yourself every day. Are you truly happy?
Sometimes, hurtful things happen to us. Things like your accident. Things that you would rather forget. And now, you can.
Damn it.
It's getting quite intense at this stage.
Sir, this airspace is not safe. We will take you to a safe flight zone. Please drive the vehicle to the marked docking station. This airspace is not safe.
The airspace. How stupid do you think I am?
Maneuver the vehicle to the marked docking station. Sir, turn around. Your vehicle could be destroyed.
Wow.
Turn around, sir.
Or what? Or what? I want to talk to my wife.
Sir, this is your final warning. Turn around. Your vehicle could be destroyed.
I want to talk to Amy now.
Your vehicle could be destroyed.
I want to talk to Amy.
Your vehicle will be destroyed in 5 seconds.
Amy!
5, 4,
Go to hell!
3, 2, 1.
That is awesome.
Adam?
Finally.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Who are you? Who are you all? What the hell do you want from me?
I don't know if I get what you...
Stop it! I know, Amy. So let's get to the point.
Okay. Did someone contact you? A Charlie, maybe? Or Kozowski?
Well, I seem to have contacted myself. Richard told me everything.
I'm sorry, Adam.
Sorry for what? That I've been living with a woman for 10 years and she's not even my wife? Or actually, haven't been living. Not even...
Hey, calm yourself down. Breathe. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Fine. Who are you? Are you Tracy?
No, I'm... Look, it doesn't matter who I am. I'm someone who wasn't happy.
Lydia.
So I made a decision, and now I'm here. Just like you. What's wrong with that?
Everything. It's unnatural.
So? And what's actually natural? Genetic lottery, sickness, decay? The whole list is depraved.
So we just get rid of it all?
Yeah. Just like that.
But I never had a choice.
Richard made that choice. We have done nothing that he didn't want to. Maybe he doesn't remember. Or he's lying. Just like he lied to his family.
Like you.
All of us lie.
Turn it off.
No, I like this song. Did you know that we are distantly related to sea anemones?
No, I didn't.
Their nerve cells have just one single function. Open mouth, close mouth. If the cells are agitated, an enemy shuts. Cells left in peace, an enemy opens. The human brain has billions more cells, but the basic principle is pretty much the same. There's nature for you. Surprisingly uninspired. You just have to wait. Just wait. Until the little tentacle mouth opens up again.
You're crazy.
When I was a kid, I fell into a shaft. I was traumatized.
Yeah.
The past is always a lie, Adam. People take it way too seriously.
So what should we take seriously?
We could start all over.
A little late, don't you think?
We have a memento program. We could reset everything. The last few days, everything Nolan told you. You and I and John, we could just forget it all. Just keep on living here, be a normal family again. Maybe we'd fall in love, maybe not. It's worth a try.
And Richard?
He won't be able to contact us anymore. Come on, Adam. You don't want to be him. Bitter, angry, that's not you. You exist here, and here alone. What do you say?
And Richard, well, he wanted this, right? Assuming that she is telling the truth, Richard asked for Adam Newman to be a thing and for Richard to be living that life, but obviously something went wrong. The memories of what went wrong were deleted from him, and at least I think they were, or he just genuinely doesn't remember. He made a new person, essentially the person that he wanted to be. And, well, yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, this doesn't exactly seem like a possibility for everyone. As with like many of the transhumanist agenda documentation over the years, that people who have talked about this kind of stuff, it seems to be a privilege, one only kind of available to the rich and wealthy. This isn't really a solution to humanity, it's a solution to those who can afford it, and the rest of them just have to, you know, deal with it. I mean, I guess you could say the older version of this idea would be like Walt Disney cryo-freezing himself, assuming that's I don't actually know if that's still a thing. But people being cryogenically frozen for, you know, to wait for a time where medical science catches up to whatever's wrong with them, and then they get thawed out, cured, and then they live in another age. And that's not fair. At the same time, in this context, like, Richard wasn't incredibly wealthy. I don't think he was a journalist. So maybe... I don't know. Ah, man. As if the game hasn't already been challenging enough, I have to essentially pick between two things that have a benefit and not a benefit. I mean, on a personal level, I don't think I have much of an issue with, you know, humanity merging with machines so much, so long as it is humanity rather than the elite echelon of human society getting privilege, and to hell with the rest of them. But that is the only term that I have, really. I mean, I think the whole concept of being human is just that. Like, human is just another version of consciousness, right? In the same way that a dog is. You know, a dog is a dog. What makes a dog a dog? You know, it's other than, you know, the physical dimensions. It's really hard to actually pinpoint that because we don't really understand the consciousness of a dog or a cat. We only understand human, and that's only to a very limited degree. And the only kind of consciousness you can possibly understand is your own, and even that is really hard to explain, but what's to say that it's any different from a dog or a cat or a bird? And the only difference between us and them is the fact that they are limited in how they can express that consciousness. So I'm not really married to the idea that being human is what it should be. You know, we can only merge with machines if we maintain our humanity. It's like, well, what is humanity? I mean, if we are working so hard in the real world to try and simulate what, like, you know, essentially, you know, creating AIs that are becoming more and more human-like, if we ever succeed in that, and I'm sure we will, that just means to say that if humanity can be emulated in such a way, then humanity is nothing more than lines of code. And in what way would that be any different from living in a virtual environment? It wouldn't. Not to mention the fact that the majority of us spend a lot of our time, a lot of our waking hours in a virtual environment on social media and video games and... You know, there's really no difference. The blurring of the lines is getting worse and worse. To the point where I really don't think the humanity argument really stands to hold water anymore. But so long as it's a human race thing, the preservation of the human race as a whole, rather than, again, those who can afford it, because then, you know, that's just... on a very human level, ironically. On a moral level, I think. Of course, morality is somewhat subjective in a lot of cases. But it just would not be a fair deal to have essentially the richest, you know, the most elite financial statuses and the population that actually populates that sector of the human race, essentially exploiting the lower echelons of society to enrich themselves constantly to an offensively high level, and then claim that all is their own success, and then, you know, forget about the people who enable that success when actual potential technological evolution is possible? That's just wrong. That's just very, very wrong. And again, as I said, not at all fair. I just wish we knew a little bit more about the backgrounds of the other characters and you know, the NPC people walking around. Like, you know, where did they come from? And of course, I'm definitely talking a lot for trying to make a decision in a game, but I think that's what this game is, you know, ultimately trying to do. You know, challenge your most fundamental principles on how you view yourself, consciousness, you know, how you would essentially react or embrace or reject a copy of you, and how you would expect them to react to you as well. And then try and apply that onto, you know, a larger scale. It's really, it's a tough one. But I'm going to go with accept. Purely because I like to believe that while there are definitely powerful interests that have made this happen, and obviously they have statues of themselves and everything everywhere to essentially consider themselves gods in a world, in a reality of mere humans and mortal beings, they want to try and maintain that difference going into a virtual world, that's fine. That's their own vanity and, if I may say, insecurity. Let them have their fun. When I'd like to think that as we spend more and more time in a virtual environment and we do actually have a historical context for where we have come from, that might just, that kind of desire, that kind of vanity and self-interest would dissolve over time. And just so long as everybody gets to come along for the ride. Otherwise that would never happen. It would just be a big billion-dollar circle jerk party, and I don't want that. So I'm going to assume that this is truly testing phase, and there is truly the intent to preserve the race. And if anything, if you take mortality out of the question, it gives you one hell of a lot more time to work out the issues within us as a species, and really pin them down without the fear of death so much. Apart from obviously they are, you know, the administrators of the whole thing, them being, I guess, the rich elite class, being in control of how the system works, and we're seeing that already in this game. You know, cities, you know, the previous versions of the cities that were just erased because they just didn't work properly. Who's to dictate what is working properly? Is it purely on a subjective level, or is it on a technical level, as far as an operational level? You know, these are all the kind of questions that are running through my head right now. Is it truly a utopia if there's still such a power structure in place that can essentially determine your existence at the press of a button? I mean, that can happen in the real world, and that can happen in a virtual world. And we already see that in virtual worlds when people just get banned and their accounts locked down in MMOs and stuff like that. You know, this isn't exactly new thinking here. And I think that this game is trying to kind of get you to realize that and really apply it to a really powerful topic, which is, you know, a potential direction for human evolution and existence in the future. But then again, I could just be looking into it far too much, like I tend to do with almost everything. So yeah, some food for thought. But this guy is going to go with accept.